Hey, this is Steve with Alaska Live, and let me tell you, I have an exciting unboxing about to come up here. And this was a really hard item to get with all of this COVID-19 going on. Webcams are hard to get, capture cards are hard to get, cameras are hard to get. And let me show you what I have. I have the ATEM Mini Pro from Blackmagic. This is a hard to get item. This is something that was very hard to find online, and most of them were sold out or unavailable. This was just released, and there's a store here in Alaska that had this, one of them, probably the only one in Alaska. And as soon as I heard they got it, I'm like, I'm coming in and I'm buying it. So I want to just do a little shout out to AUP, Alaska Universal Productions, for stocking Blackmagic. Folks, let's open this thing. Let's open it up. All right, so this is the ATEM Mini Pro by Blackmagic. It's a switcher, and it allows for multiple cameras to be put into one feed, and then you actually literally connect it to a computer with a USB, and it pretty much acts like a webcam. So here, I'll just show you the box. Of course, there's the front of it. Here's the side of the box. The back. The other side, all these controls on here. This is my knife just in case I have to, if it's taped shut, I'm ready for that. Here's the other side with all the ports. And there's this side here. Not sure if that's focusing well. I'm just using a webcam right now. And there's the other side of the box. So this is what the box looks like. And now I'm going to try to open this without damaging the box, because you never know, right, if it just didn't work right away. So I'm going to, no, it seems to actually be pretty easy to open. It was in a little plastic layer, a little plastic wrap type stuff. Here, let me grab that. It wasn't this. It was all in that, and I got rid of that just because it glared too much. All right, anyways, let's get rid of that. And yeah, let's open this baby up and see what it looks like inside. All right. I really don't want to, I don't even want to crease a corner accidentally. Oh, it seems to open pretty, So this item, the ATEM Mini Pro is kind of a consumer pro level switcher. And what a switcher is, for those who don't know, a switcher is basically a way to have multiple cameras come into a device and through an HDMI cord, and then you can connect it, and then you can have 3-4 camera live shows, basically like a production studio. So okay, so here we are. We're opening up. This is their little welcome, and ooh, that's a little dream studio, isn't that? Look at that. Not quite what we have here, but yeah. Anyways, it's a get started guide. There's going to be a couple downloads with this. I've done a lot of research on this ATEM Mini Pro, and some of the manuals and stuff are kind of hard to find, or maybe not that good. So a lot of YouTubers are out there helping us, learn how to get this thing installed and set up. And there's just so many features that this thing can do. Okay, so then there's the software installer. And a little logo, so I can stick this maybe on one of my camera bags or hard shell camera bags. And then DaVinci Resolve. Oh, it's free. Look at that. It's an editor. So DaVinci Resolve. Anything on the back of these? Yeah, so a little bit of a product stuff information that comes in there. All right, now we're getting into the hardware of this thing. So obviously there's a power cord. Power cord actually screws in, which is nice, right? So there's good and bad with that, right? And I think everyone can kind of figure out the good and bad. The good is if someone trips on the cord, it's not going to detach your power and just turn you off. The bad is if someone trips on your cord hard enough, they could actually take the whole machine with you. So these are kind of a double-edged sword, but obviously that's good quality there. And this has adapters, right? So it depends on what country you're in, but you have every adapter you'd ever want for your plug-in. I believe that's EU type plug. This is US. I'm not sure what that is. That looks like a washing machine. I'm not sure. And whatever this one is. Yeah. So, but what's pretty cool though is if you travel abroad and you're a live streamer, you can plug this thing into international, while you're traveling internationally. So, all right, cool. I'm just going to kind of leave those setting there. So power and multiple ways to plug it in. That I wasn't expecting. So this is really kind of cool. There are definitely times, like if you go to Europe with this thing, then you would definitely want to, oh, there it is. Wow, this button, wow. All right, now we're going to take this out. And I'll give you an idea what this thing feels like and looks like. There seems to be nothing else in there. I'm going to go to the bottom of the box here in a second, make sure there's nothing in the bottom of the box. But let me get this out of the way. All right, so here is, that's the ATEM Mini. This is mini, right? I have a, if I put gloves on, I have a large hand, right? That's at least what my glove size is, large, whatever that means. And so that is the size of this thing, right? So it's just a little bit bigger than my hand. Cool. The build is really, it's actually heavier than I thought, and it's not as plasticky as I thought it would be, though it is definitely plastic. But it feels pretty sturdy. All right. Now the buttons here. So obviously you have all these cameras that come in. You have 3 different inputs you can have. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, they have a nice kind of a half push. I can feel that really well. Half push. It's like a, I don't know if you can hear that. Here, I'm going to put my microphone right close to it. So you can kind of feel like, so if you're doing a preview of what your shot is, so you go live with one, and then I bet you can half shoot a preview, get that one locked and loaded, and then cut it, right? So here's all your cuts that you can do for your takes. Everything is programmable, and these are kind of lined up with the camera that would be coming in. And it's pretty cool because if you look on the back here, the HDMI ports here are lined up pretty much, well, not exactly in line with those, but there's your 4 camera ports. I'll look at that here closer in a second. A lot of one-touch type stuff here. You can do picture-in-picture type stuff. There's 4 different ways to do that here. You can turn it on and off, so boom, boom, boom. 2 cameras, picture-in-picture, turn them on and off. Once you connect this, you can actually download the software, and you can program a whole bunch of these buttons to do all sorts of stuff. They do chroma key, they can record. You can live stream directly from this without being connected to a computer, right? You can go directly through this. Of course, you would need internet. And it looks like the cut durations are here, right? So I can have a half second, 1 second, 2 second cut. Different effects for that cut. Yeah, there's lots of stuff here that's programmable that you can set up, and each one of these has their own controls as well on there. All right, so there is your dashboard. And let me see these. Yeah, I like those. Those are. It's definitely a sturdy click. It's not like a keyboard on your camera, or not your camera, a keyboard on your laptop. These are, you have to press this and you can feel it engage. Yeah, that's good. All right, let's take a look at the inputs here. So your power here, obviously, screws right in there. This is going to be for your Ethernet or however you're connecting to the internet. Here is a USB out. That USB out goes to the USB in on your computer and makes all the cameras that are attached to this act like a webcam. HDMI out, so if the cool thing about the Pro is that it has you can see if you connect an HDMI out to a monitor, you can see all the cameras on the monitor, a preview as well as what's live, and it's just really that's a pretty cool feature. So here's the different HDMI inputs for your cameras. And oh God, there's 2 mics. I thought there was only 1. So there's 2 mic inputs. Right here, 1 and 2. So, and those are 3.5 mic inputs that go into there. So you could, let's say you're at an event and there's a soundboard there and there's a person catching all the audio. you can actually just connect right to that, feed it right into here, and you have sound directly from the source that can underlie everything that you're doing. And let's see, so the sides, good ventilation, right? You need that for some air to get in there. I imagine this thing is pumping out some heat sometimes. And because remember, there's a recording available in here, and there's also when you record, you need to do that as an out, like you would record to a separate hard drive, but you can certainly record while using this, so you can record everything you're doing with a separate external hard drive. And there's a lot to learn with this, but that is kind of it. So you get, so in the box, you get, obviously you get the ATEM Mini Pro. Pretty exciting. You get power. You get that, and then you get so all these different power things here. This is all coming with it. And don't lose these ever, right? Like these things are probably going to be pretty important, especially if you travel with your device at all. And then, of course, all their guides or little guides come in here. I don't use DaVinci. I use Wirecast when I go live. And a nice little Blackmagic logo there. And that is the unboxing of the HTEM ATEM Mini Pro. Folks, a lot of people are excited about this thing because of all the things that it can do. It really empowers people who are live streaming, doing weddings, doing concerts, doing events, doing conferences. A lot of ability to just step up their game and really be able to control your cameras and see where the cameras are and which one's loaded and which one's live. This is a step up from what I've been doing, and I'm really excited to give it a try. A little nervous about the learning curve, but for basic stuff, I think it's going to do just fine. And I think that's going to be a wrap. Oh, wait, the price, right? People are like, most of you who know about this and for research probably already know the price, but for those of you who are wondering, a device like this is actually, I'm surprised at how inexpensive it is. This is about $600, right? I had to pay a little extra. I'm in Alaska. We have to pay for shipping charges and things like that. So, so it cost me like $620. But this is a little $600 4-camera switcher, and it's got a lot of good reviews. And I'll let you know how it goes. Well, that's it, folks. That is the unboxing of the ATEM Mini Pro from Blackmagic. I'm pretty excited to try it out, get it all connected. There's a lot of different wires to kind of connect and monitor, so that will take a little bit of time to set up. And then, of course, you have to download the software and get that connected and configured, and then start exploring with all the options. But this little baby, that's it, folks. This is the ATEM Mini Pro, and it's here, and it's going to be part of Alaska Live. So I'm excited to be using it. Hope you enjoyed the video, and hey, if you like this video, be sure to like it, comment on it, subscribe to the channel. We do a couple unboxings. We'll reveal some of the equipment we use. We'll show you how we set up some of our events, and give some previews and examples of some of the stuff that we do. Oh, I'm petting my dog. That's what this arm is doing. He's bugging my leg. You're bugging my leg. All right, folks. Thanks for watching.